We bring a community counts interview for you where we've invited 3 of our high school students from the area where they attended the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards Camp in Monticello, or RYLA, and I'm excited to bring you to them. Gabriel Gabacorsi to my left, he's from Centennial, a junior. Francesco Barbieri, he's also at Central High School, and then Amelia Kern goes to Judah Christian High School. We can't thank all 3 of them enough for coming in this morning and telling us about what this camp meant to your lives. This was started in 1971, the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, and it was an effort to give you the foundation, the tools to be great leaders in your community, something that they're going to talk about. And so we also know that you had a lot of guests, you had a lot of activities. Gab, talk about this. Talk about how you had leaders come in and tell you how you can be a leader yourself and encourage others around you.
The interviewers, they were very good. We had the governor from Illinois, so it was a very good one that I like very much because the way he talks and the things that he said was very important. It was very good.
What was your mentality before this camp? Had you ever been to a camp before? It was 4-H.
Yeah, I have been in a camp in Brazil because it's like the same program, but they didn't have that much leadership in things. They were more like things that we can do to help the world. And this camp about leadership was a very good way to learn new things.
Absolutely. Now, Francesco, let's turn to you. We had Parkland College bring a person to talk about trades, different elements that you can involve yourself in that. We also had line dancing. So kind of talk us through the variety of activities that you enjoy.
There was line dancing there that was really good, and then we were...
Do you have moves?
You know, I'm not too good at it. I can show you. But
I didn't know.
We'll ask Amelia, too.
As you mentioned, we made cat and dog toys. That was also a big part of it, you know, the community service. And then there was talks about communication and leadership to the speakers and just like really informational stuff about how you can be a better leader and communicate better.
Well, and let me ask you this too, Francesco. Does this open your eyes to a role that maybe you want to play in your community that you didn't before?
Yeah, I think it played a really big part in volunteering. And, you know, I've done it before, but, you know, I'm not like a huge volunteer. And, you know, I think now from that camp, you know, I think I'm going to start more.
More encouraged. Okay. So, Amelia, let's turn to you. We've got to ask, can you dance too?
I did learn how to do the Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Cotton Eye Joe. I'm not going to ask you to demonstrate it, but how does that go? Is that a...
It's like 2 steps to the front and then 2 to the back, and then you like, yeah.
And you had never done that before?
No, I hadn't.
Okay. Well, we don't have video to show, but Amelia, kind of talk about just the camaraderie that you were able to have. You were around kids that you could relate to, all in high school, but all trying to better themselves through this camp. Kind of walk us through what your mindset is now.
It definitely helped me like work together as a team, and like some of the challenge courses we did were, yeah, that really helped us bond and helped us become better leaders.
Okay, so I have one more question for all 3 of you. Now, for any kids who are at home seeing your story and they feel inspired to be a leader, give me one example of how they can do that before they go out into the world.
I think like just like go to Rotary, being the events, they are very good things. If you don't know how to, it's a very good way to learn. And if you want to know, I think start volunteering. It's a good way to like volunteering by yourself. So we had a presentation by a high school student that was also like between us in the camp. And she did a lot of volunteering by herself. So she made a lemonade camp stand and sell lemonade to have money to donate to people. So I think if you volunteer for yourself, you can start being a leader of yourself, and then you start growing up. So I think it's a good way.
Thank you, Gab. All right, Francesco?
I think it's about being outgoing and jumping on opportunities that are given to you and communicating with people around you the best you can. And I think these like principles can really set you up for being a really good leader, and you know that was really emphasized during the camp.
All right, and Amelia, one last thing.
It's also about like lifting up your friends and being supportive.